Hello, hello. Are you ready for the vintage rose transfer? I hope you are, because I am very excited about this one. This is such a pretty transfer. Look how pretty that is. All right, so let's get going. I have an idea, okay? Don't know how well this will work, but we're gonna try it, okay? I got a bunch of these a while back, okay? This is very heavy duty, thick wood from Lowe's, okay? It's just a tabletop, okay? Now, I got it for a different purpose, but it ended up being too heavy and thick for what I wanted to use it for. Hi, Karen. Happy Friday Eve to you too, my friend. So, we're going to give it a try and do something different with it. Hi, Joni. Hi, Tammy. And I want to use this vintage rose transfer. I also got these really pretty handles. 2 of them. Sorry, my brain is gone tonight. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Ann. All right, so now what I didn't do is look at these handles to make sure that they had some kind of screw in them that I could go through the tray, okay? Now that's my bad. Hi, Tony. Hey, Mom. Hi, Sandra. And we're going to try this anyways, okay? We're going to do something a little different with it anyway to make it work, but I think it will work. So I'm using black chalk paint and a baby wipe, okay, instead of a paintbrush, so that I don't have to clean yet another paintbrush tonight. And I was hoping to go on with this a little bit lighter, but I guess we're going for full coverage. Whatever. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? Hey, Marcia. Welcome, my friends. So you can comment the word rose, R-O-S-E, to get the supplies that I'm using tonight to make this. Now, I need y'all to pray for me tomorrow. I have a showing tomorrow morning, so pray that I sell my house tomorrow, okay? Do me a big favor and do that, because it's been too long since we've had a showing, and I was kind of getting a little too relaxed. So I spent the afternoon running around my house, or this evening, I guess it was, cleaning up. Now, my house is not dirty, okay, by any means, or by any stretch of the imagination, because I do keep it very tidy anyways, and I do the dishes every day and all that good stuff, but, I'm still packing live sales stuff, okay, because I'm horrible, if I'm being honest. And all of them that were paid right away, I shipped right away, obviously. Most of you have already gotten your stuff. But some of them, if they weren't paid right away, I didn't ship them right away. And I've been kind of just being lazy, I guess it is. And I'm sorry for that. But here I am. I still had kit stuff. This is more messy than a paintbrush, by the way. So anyway, I still had the boxes of kits in my office. Move those out today. So just cross your fingers, do whatever you do. Somebody do a showing dance for me tonight or something. Underneath, I don't know if it's full moon or what, but whatever I gotta do to sell this house at this point. Okay? Hopefully they'll love it. I think they will. And I got my new mop vacuum thing. So I'm going to do that last, maybe tonight. If Chris isn't in bed whenever I go in there, which I don't know if he will be or not, then I'll do that before I go to bed tonight. And so that I don't have to worry about it in the morning. My showing's at 10:30, I think. 10:30 to 11. And so I'll have to get going in the morning. But everything's done. Okay, all I have to do is just get Dozer out of the house and move on out of here for a little while. Okay, so I think that's good. I got all the edges. I'm a mess. Thank you, Deborah. Hi. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. Okay. Oh, are you showing your house too, Marcia? I didn't know. I wasn't aware that you had your house for sale, but I will also do the same for you. Absolutely. We can all do that. We can combine our powers and sell some houses, I think. All right. I'm just cleaning up my hands because I can't stand it. Okay. And I don't want to get this paint all over me, all over my transfer. It is acrylic paint that I just used. It's not chalk paint, so it's not washable. And I don't want to get it on this shirt. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do the same for you. Absolutely, Marcia. No problem. All right. Oh, my goodness. Good Lord. Well, I will be thinking about you because that's scary to say that. Okay, that it's been there since August. All right, I'm going to dry this really, really well. And basically what I'm thinking for this is that I want to make a tray that I can set on the bed in my guest bedroom, like for the showings, okay? I mean, obviously for decor or whatever, but I think it will look nice. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. And welcome. Thanks for joining me tonight. So I want to make sure this is really good and dry. That was not horrible doing this with a baby wipe, so you might want to give that a go next time. Now I did use acrylic paint. That was not chalk paste. But you can use the chalk paste with the same effect, except it'll make it a little less, it'll make it more like a stain, which is really nice. It's going to be great, Kathy. And with these, I just love these, let me turn on my light, maybe that'll help. The handles that I got from Hobby Lobby on sale a couple weeks ago. The last time, or I guess it was the time that we had a showing when Chris was home, I made him go with me to Hobby Lobby and I went in there, and he was actually shocked that I wasn't in there for very long because I was afraid. Every time I go in there, y'all, I spend way too much money, so I tried to get in and out and not have a million bags. Okay, so I am going to wax this entire surface, okay? Now my wax is pretty depleted, so trying my best to use it up before I do not want to open a new one. I'm trying to use every last drop of it to see how long it lasts. I really want to make it last through April because that will be 2 years that I've had the same wax jar. And that just goes to show you that one little $11 can of this wax will last you guys forever. Okay. Now, so, yeah, my dad called me earlier, by the way. Mom, I don't know what he thinks is happening around here. Well, he's too funny, okay? He's joking with me all the time, okay? He's a big old joker. He thinks he's hilarious. So he calls me earlier and he's like, hey, how much cash do you have laying around? And I'm like, I don't have cash laying around, Dad. What do you mean? And he's like, well, you know, how much money do you have? And I'm like, I don't know. So I tell him a number. Oh, no, I ask him, well, how much do you need, first of all, so that I know if it's even possible? What do you need it for and how much do you need? No, they do not know my name, but they have new people working there all the time, so thank God they don't know me. Anyways, so my dad calls me earlier and asks me how much money do I have laying around. I'm like, well, how much do you need? He says, well, I don't know, $50,000. And I'm like, are you crazy? Have you gone completely mad? Okay, he's a nut, y'all. So he tells me, and I'm like, no, I don't have nearly that much cash, Dad. Are you nuts? I mean, I don't even have access to that kind of money if I needed it, okay? If it was a desperate time, there's no way, all right? So he starts telling me that there's some stocks that I need to buy and that I need to use my savings. Because I tell him I have savings that I'm holding on to for whenever we move so that I can put my down payment or the money down on my house, right? And he's like, well, you should use it on these stalks. And I'm like, Dad, no, I'm not doing that. Mom, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's like, well, you could do that and then pull it out right before you buy your house. I'm like, no, I'm not jeopardizing my new house for some harebrained idea that's not going to make me that much money. So anyway, my dad's crazy, y'all. He's absolutely insane. Okay? So whatever, that's what happened to me today. I was victimized. I know, I was victimized by my father, calling me, seriously thinking that I have way more money than I have ever had. This is Dune paste that I'm using. Yeah, he's absolutely insane. So I'm also using a small squeegee, and I'm going in a little bit thick, okay? Because I can pull it up here in a minute, or like scrape it up here in a minute. But because this is such a large surface, and there's no real definition of like a paste and peel, of a place where I could peel it up, I want it to not dry, okay? I don't have the heater blasting because I'm hot. I've been running around, I've been packing orders, and even when Chris got home earlier, he tried to give me a hug and a kiss, and I'm like, get off of me right now. Stop touching me. Go away from me. I'm too hot and sweaty for you to be touching me right now. So then he proceeds to put his hand on my back of my neck, y'all. And that's why my hair's up right now, because I've been so hot running around. I can't stand anything touching my neck. Whenever I'm feeling that way, I get like, it's not hot flashes, but I get it really bad. I get sweaty and then I can't cool off. And he's touching me, and oh no. So anyway, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to come back and I'm going to scrape up all of this extra paste, oops, that I just put down. Because I don't want to waste it, because it will be a waste if I pull it up and leave it on the transfer, okay? But if you put down a little bit of a thicker layer, it won't dry so quick, okay? So that's a tip. Whenever you're doing a big design like this, let me clean off my hand really fast. Okay, and I gotta move all this stuff out of the way so that whenever I pull this off, I have somewhere to put it. That's beautiful. Okay, I love this. You need to comment Rose right now to get this transfer. Seriously, it is so pretty. This is Dune, Mom. It is Dune paste. I'm almost out of Dune paste. I need to grab myself another jar. Okay. On a black background. I mean, seriously, it is so pretty. It would be great in any color, honestly. But I love Dune. I'm obsessed with it. Ooh, I love that idea, Kathy, too. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm glad you'll like this. Now, we're going to put these handles on. Now, this is not, it will be a usable tray, but I do not recommend actually picking it up by the handles, okay? It's totally decor only, because like I said, it has screw holes. I don't have any screws for it. I might. There's some in a box somewhere, I'm sure. But I don't currently in this room have any screws for this. So we're going to use E6000. And I'm going to show you how to use it with hot glue as a permanent hold. And then the E6000 will be completed drying in about 24 hours. So I have been taught to use the E6000. Now this round is about 15 inches wide. So 7.5 or so is going to be our middle. I used Dune. I painted this black with just regular black chalk paint. And then I used Dune. And it does look a little bit yellowish on video. You can tell that it's Dune, though, in person. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I have my hot glue gun ready to go. And I have my E6000. I got one of these little keys from Amazon. And I'm just going to generously put E6000 around the edge and a little in the middle. It's not gonna be great in the middle, but I'm gonna fill that middle part with some hot glue, okay? Now I'm gonna go around here and I'm gonna clean up my mess a little bit. With the stir stick. I actually have some tweezers somewhere in here that might work better. Okay, so now on to the next one. Now again, this tray is not an actual like working tray. Don't be carrying stuff on it by the handles. Okay, this is literally for my guest bedroom to sit on the bed. Alright. As decor only, okay? Because it's not going to be that strong of a hold, okay? Yeah, it's going to look beautiful. I will take a picture later and post it. But, y'all, how simple is that? Super easy to do. This rose pattern is beautiful. So you can comment the word rose, R-O-S-E. To get the supplies to make this, I have the Dune paste and the rose transfer on sale tonight. Whenever you comment rose, I'll send you an invoice. Thank you all so much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow. Now, don't forget to pray for me tonight. Do your showing dance. Do whatever you need to do so that you can help me get this house sold so that I can move home. Okay? All right, y'all. I love you. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed this project. We'll talk soon, okay? See ya.